Another day, another live. Leilani! Oh, God. What's up, Angela? Chanel the stylist. You be styling? You be styling? What's up, the points partner? Coco Chanel. Rainisha. I know I said that right. I know I said that wrong. Jerome. Jerome's in the house. I'm finally back in the tri-state. I'm finally back. They say I'm back. Hey. Don't ask me why I bark like that. I really don't even know. I said it perfect. Hey, yo. Yo, KP. KP's in the house. Tina Bobina. Fana Fofina. Wagwan. Let's go. If I even tell y'all how my day was, jeez Louise, yo. Jesus Louises, yo. Carvante. Let's go, yo. Let's go. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Did I answer you back? I saw your message, and I saw it when I wasn't supposed to be looking at my phone, so I put my phone back down. Because I have uninterrupted times where I'm not supposed to look at my phone. I have uninterrupted times where I'm not supposed to look at my phone. So I gotta check and see if I responded. Hold on. And that message I sent to you was an accident. Hold on. There you go. All right. Done. Jamani. All right, yo. So look. Today was a long ass day. If you share me your day, I show you mine. If you share me, K. Cassie Rose. If you share me your day, I show you mine. If you share me your day, I show you mine. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I got busy. Oh my God, I'm so tired. I've been up since I don't even know what time. I've been up since 4:45. I'm so tired. And the little nap I had was on the plane. My head was like that. Then I just got back up. So tired. All right, let's get some credit talk, yo. Let's get some credit talk. Yo. All right, let's get some credit talk. I want to talk to y'all about a couple of things. The first thing I want to talk to y'all about. What's your biggest fear, yo? I've been having conversations with people. You didn't hit your doctor today. Living debt-free and beyond. You didn't... Can you please elaborate? Because I read that a little bit differently than you might have typed it. Could you reinterpret that for me real quick? Please. Could you reinterpret that? So, I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all a couple things. So, first things first. I'm back in the States, which is great. Secondly, I covered all my appointments. Thirdly, I'm actually going to sit here and do out my to-do list for tomorrow. Today was a great day. Tomorrow's going to be even better. Where's my... There you go. What's up, y'all? So look, what's your biggest fear? I'm gonna tell y'all my biggest fear. And I'm gonna be 1,000. My biggest fear had to push through and got it done. Yo, I pushed through a lot today. I won't say I'm not finished, but I pushed through a lot today. I got a lot of stuff done. Definitely did. So, my biggest fear is failure. And I don't want to say failure in this fact that I tried and I failed, is that you get frozen. And that's why I push y'all to start so much, because I remember not being able to start. Wow. I'm happy you didn't hit your doctor either. I'm happy that you didn't hit your doctor either. But I know how that feels, because when I tore my meniscus and they kept playing with my leg, I almost kicked the trainer. Cause I definitely said that hurts. And he said, okay, does this hurt? And I said, pow. And he said, whoa. And I said, I don't know. That you did that to yourself. That wasn't me. Gone to November. We're back. We're happy you're back. So I'm happy you didn't hit your doctor either. But nah, in all seriousness, right? If you follow my page, like I talk about a couple of things. I talk about credit, 5 things mainly. I talk about credit, entrepreneurship. I talk shit because I'm from New York. So if I start cracking jokes and it just happened to be in your IG name, that's your fault, because you should have made it so funny. I talk travel hacks and I talk positivity. I talk 5 things on the live. And the reason why I speak positivity is so much, and it's not only because of you. Sometimes I do it selfishly, but it ends up selflessly helping someone. Is that I essentially gotta talk myself out of my own doubts and shit. So I personally, I am pushing myself to be the best version, 1% better every single day, right? That's the goal. What up, Iris? That's the goal, 1% better every single day. 1% better every single day. And if I'm not getting 1% better every day, I'm pissed. Like, all right, what did I do? What did I do today to be better? A better version than I was yesterday. What up, D? Right? Every day, I'm motivating myself to be 1% better every single day. I just saw your text, too. Every day, I'm pushing myself to be 1% better. Like, because at the end of the year, if you push yourself to be 1% better, at the end, you're 365% better than you were when you started. So, for me, it's like, if I'm looking past and I'm like, yo, what am I doing to be better? And I mean, like, it don't have to be like, yo, you went from, and I don't like to tie everything to money, because sometimes we tie everything to money, and then it becomes like a thing you're trying to measure. But I'm more on like fulfillment for myself. So yes, I like to make money. I enjoy making money because it can help a lot of situations with family, XYZ. And you can help more people when you make more money, to be honest. But in continuance, and what up, Royal Credit? I personally like to see the growth that I'm having. So like little certain behaviors that I didn't have, or the consistency I see in myself when it comes to certain things. And I'm not just saying lives, like consistency in different aspects. My communication is getting better. My follow through is getting better. My attitude towards different situations are getting better. The way I approach situations are getting better. And my gratefulness and the way I appreciate situations have gotten better. So when I say that, I don't mean it as far as like, yo, like, oh yeah, I'm making more money than I was last year, or is that a third? Because there was times in my past I made more money than I do now. But the attitude I had wasn't the same, and the growth I had wasn't the same. So the way that I felt about it, or even the sustainability of it, wasn't going to be the same, because I didn't have the same level of growth that I have now. So for you, I'm asking y'all, like, what's y'all fear? What's holding y'all back? Like, what's going on with you? Jehovah Jireh. What up, Cody? Twan, that guy. Twan, that guy. Twan, are you that guy? Insurance assistant, Wagwan. I appreciate that. I actually needed to call you today, but I had a phone block. I wasn't supposed to touch my phone, so I didn't. But I'll probably contact. I think that's why I text you. But you'll see. You got an email from me, though. But that's essentially, like, what I want to know, like, from you. Like, what are your fears? Because I want to say this, too, and it ties a lot into money. And that's why I don't even have to talk about money when I talk about this. But it is correlated. It matches up, right? It syncs. What up, Crystal Mo? That's Moet. It matches up. So if you put it like this, somebody could say like, yo, I don't want to invest in a trainer, right? But you know you don't have the discipline to go take your ass to the gym or go and walk around the block every day, right? But if you have a trainer, if you invest in a trainer, they will push you and motivate you to do it. But to be honest, that trainer can't motivate you past what you want to do. So the only way you can get unstuck is if you unstick yourself. That makes sense? That makes sense. The trainer can't motivate you. There's times where I had coaches who I didn't play well. I didn't play. My head is mad big. I know. I've been saying that for years. There's been trainers that like they never really like, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna finish a job because I never really quit stuff. Like I'm the type of person like I'll finish and then I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna go back to that. I'm good on you. But there's trainers that I would, now my head is mad big. It's not a, you didn't have to say that. I'm desperate. Look at that shit. You know how long it takes to do my hair? It takes like 6 hours to do my hair. Jesus Christ. Some people be 3.5. They got like a... My shit. Leilani, take my phone from me. It's crazy. So, they essentially, right? They essentially like... I had coaches who could push me to drop 30. Oh, no, I'll be with it. I'll be with the shits. I don't, what you call it? I had coaches where I could drop 20 and 10 every day. And I had coaches I never dropped shit. I ain't never dropped shit for them. And I'm looking back at like basketball, like, yo, what was it? And it really was me. Because nobody can motivate you to do what's best for you. Nobody can motivate you to do what's best for you. For real. So what's your motivation? Because for me, it's like, yo, I am feeling my growth. And to be honest, I could track it because of my lives. And then I could track it based on the things that I'm tracking, like my traction. I can track it. So that's motivating me. Like, yo, right now it's like old me versus new me. Like old me 2 years ago would have told y'all like, yo, this was fun. I'll talk to y'all next year. And I'd have been done. But new me is like Ray the wealth motivator. You saw how that rolled in? That was funny. I rolled in smooth. Good entry, Ray. Good entry. I'm just saying, like, I fear and able to spend more time on my... Exactly. Like, I'm figuring out, like, what... And to be honest, I was talking to somebody earlier, and I'm like, honestly, I want to make sure that, one, I'm not leaving anything on the table. I'm not leaving anything on the table. Like when I finish, I'm like, yo, I gave it 100. I gave it everything. I remember playing. I don't know if y'all ever played basketball. If y'all ever seen young kids. Young kids could play all day, and then you're like, yo, are they out of gas? And they take a 5-minute break, and then they start running again. That's because they didn't realize it yet until they hit the bed and then they pass out. Like, damn, I was really tired. That's what I want to do. Like, yo, I really gave it all I got. And then I pass out and I'm dead tired. Like, I feel like that's how you should feel. And not neglecting self-care. But I want to make sure for myself that that's what I did. So I'm asking y'all, like, what's blocking you from hitting like that? From getting past that first fear? Like what you want to do. I was watching a lot of conversations today in the beginning of the day, and I'm not gonna lie. I read a lot of fear. I read a lot of hesitation. And the craziest thing is that the people who I see and who I'm inspired by the most are the most fearless motherfuckers I've met in my life. They're like, yo, you gonna fail. Get used to that shit. Just succeed more than you fail. And if you're not watching how you failed, or you're not paying attention, then you deserve to fail because you're not paying attention. I'm like, oh shit. If you don't watch how you fail, then you deserve to fail because you're not paying attention. I'm like, oh shit. Are you watching how you failed? Like, are you watching? What's up, Chris? Are you watching how you failed? Are you watching how you failed? They literally ask like, yo, what are you doing wrong? You need to figure out what you're doing wrong and start fixing that, because you already know what you're doing right, but start looking at what you're doing wrong and start jumping at that. But don't make that stop you. Like, just keep going. People gonna fuck up. We're all human. I'm like, oh shit. Like, you know when somebody just saying something, you just hitting you, boom, 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 boom. It was like bars, boom, 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 boom. I'm just being serious. So we all entrepreneurs here. Hi, my name is Sheeta3. I teach all things credit. I talk all things credit, right? I think that in our community, credit is not talked about enough. It's taboo. And I'm here to unboo the tab. Unboo the tab. Boo-boo. I'm here to unboo it. I talk all things credit. I teach it. I talk it. And I think that it's super taboo. And I'm here to unboo the tab. That's me. So what's holding you back? What's holding you back? Finances? Because I know when I talk credit and finances at like family barbecues, because they always ask me, because my family's funny, right? My family's super Jamaican. Like, if you think your family's super Jamaican. I have an uncle for years. I never understand what this man says. For years. I understand the end of his sentence and the beginning. And I flesh out the middle. But ask me what he said. Jabba. That's exactly what he said. I be looking like, Uncle Woody. And he'd just be weak. He said, he always shake my head like, bro, do not son me. All the time. For years. So I'm asking you, right? My family's super Jamaican. And for me to talk about money, with my family, Jesus Christ. Right. First of all, I'm going to tell y'all something about Caribbeans, especially Jamaican people. I'm going to tell y'all something specifically, okay? They know land. You must own land. You see it? You must own it, buy it, and keep it. But you must buy it with your money. Don't borrow from nobody. That is bad. Which, in a sense, can make sense. But not here. Here, that is good. Good debt, essentially. So we have conversations. Sometimes it's just like, I have to get through these walls. And I'm okay with it because now, oh, you like that? Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. So we... So it's a lot. Like I told y'all before, I don't know if you here. What's up, Max? So I remember having a whole conversation with my uncle. One of my uncles, Uncle D, talking about credit. Me and this man having a full-blown argument. And I had to shut up about investing in the stock market. And I'm like, yo, I said, just invest your money in stocks that you own, like things that you own, things that you use continuously. You are an electrician. You first of all, both of y'all, one is a licensed electrician, other is a licensed plumber for years, very good at their job, make money. They comfortable, right? These are comfortable, grown ass Jamaican men. Grown, work for themselves. Good, work with your hands. You know, have calluses. You know, nails dirty. That's how you know they just work with them hands. The only time them hands is clean is when they wake up and they clean it. After that, done. Mr. Francois Sapase. My guy. So, I'm talking about that. I stopped talking to him. He's like, no, investing in the stock market is gambling. If you agree with my uncle, put a 1 in the chat. If you agree with my uncle that investing in the stock market is gambling, put a 1. If you do not agree with my uncle, put a 2. If you agree with my uncle, put a 1. If you do not agree with my uncle, just put a 2 in the chat, right? So we're having this conversation. If you agree with the man, put a 1. If you do not agree with my uncle, put a 2. And we're going to hear both sides of the story. So who goes? He goes, yo, it's gambling because the market go up, down, left, right, blah, 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 blah. I said, okay, it's gambling. So you say. I said, do you have your money in the bank? He goes, yes. I said, do you have an IRA? He said, yes. I said, do you have, I just ask simple questions. I ask questions to prove points. So I just want you to know that I'm always going to lead you. Okay. I'm going to lead you right there, right there. So we talking about, I'm like, your aunt, didn't you have like a 401k? He's like, yeah. I said, did you know that all those things are invested? No, sir. The bank invests your money in the market, and the bank invests your money in insurance. And if they put your money there, you should put your money there too. I'm confused. If they're doing it, why aren't you doing it? I said, no. I said, 401k is investing. You're just safely investing. You can have a risky portfolio. You can have a safe portfolio. Either way. Am I telling you to invest your money in the next new I don't even know, dating app that turns into a public company? No. But you buy your supplies from Home Depot on a regular basis. You've been doing it for 20 years. You alone are participating in the upkeep of Home Depot. How much money have you spent at Home Depot? How have you not invested a dime in Home Depot if you know it's not going anywhere? You only lose money in the market when you sell. On top of that, my uncle's like 70. So if he was investing way back when, he would be mainly comfortable. He shops at Lowe's and Home Depot for most of his supplies. He rarely ever buys at the smaller like plumbing stores unless something specific that he needs. He probably has spent over $1 million at Home Depot, yet he owns not one stock. Love Unc to death, but that killed the whole argument. I said, how would you shop somewhere and not own a piece of the company? That makes no sense if you're contributing to their profit margins. You for a fact know that store's not good. You know it. You're at the store. You can see it. You're there. You're a regular. And all you see is the store. And am I bugging? If I'm not bugging, put a 3 in the chat. If I'm not bugging, just put a 3. I'm just saying, if I'm not bugging, put a 3. But that's a conversation I had. So when I say that, it's talking about financials, opening your mind. If you're always going to think of things in one dynamic, that means you're still driving the buggy. You have to evolve. There's no way I'm going to have Apple product for my laptop and not own not one piece, not one piece of the company. I'm talking about financials here. Now I'm not sitting here, I'm not giving advice on options trading. I'm not giving advice on anything. I'm just saying it makes logical sense. If I'm keeping a part of the company alive because I'm shopping there regularly, why would I not own a piece of it if the dependence on the company growing? Construction is not going anywhere. They're not going to stop building homes. They're not going to stop fixing homes. Shit is not going to stop breaking. So if shit is not going to stop breaking, then Home Depot is really not going to go anywhere. So I should honestly, so like I was saying, right? Having these conversations, it's a whole bunch of mind shifting. But I'm sitting here to tell y'all that you're in a position where you can do the shift yourself. Let's be real. You're in a digital age. You're on Instagram. You're on your phone. You're used to this. I ain't gonna lie. My uncle just trained. A couple of my uncles. I got old ass uncles. They great though. I ain't gonna lie. When they get on the barbecue, food be bust. When they fry the fish, food be busting. They the open sandal shoe uncles. I'm not gonna lie. They not no clothes. They got the shoe. Y'all know the shoe I'm talking about. The shoes that when it tan are like a tic-tac-toe box. Those the uncles I got. Food be slap. When they make the jerk sauce, when my uncle do the deep fried turkey, that shit be busting. I don't know what kind of uncles y'all got, but mine's they got the white in the bed, and when they laugh, they belly jiggle. When they laugh, they belly jiggle. I'm just letting y'all know that's the old school uncles I got. So my question to you is, what's stopping you? There's people all around me who I know for a fact gotta have these conversations, and I'm not gonna stop having them. I have them with y'all every day. And then now, because a couple of my cousins are on the line, they be like, she the three. So now when I go to my uncle's house, I'm like, whatever. So now they ask me, it's like, you know what it is too, and you have to realize it too, because I'm like, yo, it's you versus you. It's like they ask me the questions to argue with me about it, which is great. I love it. You know, I'm up for a good argument. But conversation, because I don't really need to argue. Because I'm not saying I know everything. I do not. I know. I am open to learning. So when it comes to old school shit, one thing I learned from them, land don't rot. Land don't rot, and they're not making more of it. So that concept, completely correct. Things that should be evolved on, our relationship with money, our relationship with talking about money, our relationship with understanding education and financial products, and not being uncomfortable what we don't know. And just because, and sometimes I say, oh, it seems too good to be true. No, you're not educated enough to understand what's the concept behind it. Let's be real. Nothing seems too good. Oh, it's too good to be true. Let's be real. Let's be real to be true. Let's educate ourselves on the concept behind it. So I'm very comfortable in talking about it. What's up, Mr. Kerr? Richard, how you doing?
Cheers, three. How you doing? What a pleasure it is to join you live. I couldn't help myself. I'm here in New York City, and I heard everything you were preaching about, and I just wanted to join. So I hope you allow me to do that.
Oh, go ahead, man. You want to introduce yourself to the people?
Yeah, sure. I'll do that. Hey, my name is Richard Kerr. I'm a points and miles fanatic, is the way that it says it. I've been in the loyalty world for the last 10 years. Anything you want to do about points and miles, credit cards, airline, hotels, I could probably answer the question. But I talked to you earlier today when I was talking to Sheeta 3 about the way that influencers and people are coming on the space now. And what I love that you're talking about is the personal responsibility and the right way to go about this travel and the points and miles and the credit space that you're in. So I want to know, number one, what is it about personal responsibility and personal credit that has driven you to tell this message? And then number two, what is it about travel that has obviously made you get on this platform where people want to know, like, what is it about travel that drives you, right? So number one, personal responsibility that I don't feel like it's been talked about enough in the space. And number two, what is it about travel that motivates you to get on here and do everything you're doing?
All right, so personal responsibility. So first things first, I'll answer that question. When it comes to credit, growing up, I knew a couple of things about it. My aunt told me when I was like 22 and I got my first credit card, she said, don't use more than 30% of your credit card paid on time. That's all she told me. So I didn't. I was scared to use more than like $90 on the card.
That's more than most people hear, right? I mean, that's
the most I got. But the funny thing was that my mom gave me a Chevy Tahoe in school and gas was $4 a gallon. So the moment I filled my car up, I was at $90 every time. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna ruin my credit score. And I didn't fully understand it until I got into trouble. Well, I guess something popped up in my report and I needed to actually learn about credit, and I realized what it was. And I'm like, damn, the more I talk to people, the more I realized that the information was, the myths were being spread more than the truths.
Yeah. Okay.
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
The myths were being spread way more than the truth. So it's just like, damn, like, and I just kept having these conversations. I worked at Nike for some time, and Nike has a good mix of young employees and older employees. So in the break room, we would have conversations about credit. And it was just like, you got old and young, and the myths were being spread more than the truths. So the more that I started learning about it, and the way that I talk about it, people started asking me, and I'm like, yo, you should talk about that on live more often. I'm like, I don't go live. And
but you go live every day now. So
now I go live, but this was a couple of years ago, and I just kept talking to people about it. And the more that I talk to people, the more I realize, like, dang, like this really is lacking. So the personal responsibilities also is, if you're aware of what it is, you can be more responsible. A lot of times, like, oh, you know what? I had a friend literally tell me, like, oh, I called them. I'm like 2 months late, but I called them. They said I'm fine. I'm like, yeah, but they still report that 2 months late, like.
And they're still gonna make money off of you.
And they're still gonna make money off of you, and they're still gonna do this, and they're still gonna do that. And I'm like, that's a myth. Like, oh, we can call them and it's fine. No, they're gonna report that 30 days late. Then when you try to do something to actually improve or change your life in the future, that 30-day late payment or 60-day late payment is gonna just stop you from doing that. So let's understand how the credit report or credit systems work as a fundamental, so that when you're making decisions, if you decide to be late, because this is something funny that I say, but it's true. I'd rather catch an overdraft fee than a late payment.
Yeah, I mean, from a credit perspective, yes.
From a credit perspective, that $35, I'll get that back. And to be honest, you could cry sometimes about it. You know what? My dog died, and you know I broke my toe. You could cry about it, and sometimes you'll have a heart and wave it. But that late payment is a stinker to get off when you actually have to try to dispute it or even ask for goodwill. So personal responsibility is like, once you understand the credit, then you can be responsible in how you make decisions about it. But a lot of times it's the lack of education as far as how you understand it, and then you're just making decisions off of myths.
So you're a teacher, right? Your
Yes.
job is breaking down these complicated things for adults,
For kids.
For kids, but for adults. I mean, I'm trying to think of another number besides your social security number that's more important than your credit score as an adult. And I don't know another number, right? You got your social security number, and then you have your credit score number. And I don't know ones that are more important as an adult. And I feel like you have this gift of breaking down these complicated things and explaining it to where it makes sense. But why is it that you and I have to exist? Why is it that the credit score is such a myth? Why is it that people aren't taught this in high school, junior college, or even younger? Like, why is this such a myth, right? As an educator, why do you think this is such a myth? Why do you think it is that we have to work so hard to educate people on what it is to have a good credit score?
There's two parts to that. Why isn't it taught in schools? So my answer to that is that it's taught at the wrong time. Like, it's introduced at the wrong time, and then it's never reintroduced later. Because you actually learn the basics of a lot of financial literacy skills in middle school. You learn ratios, you learn percentages, you learn fractions, you learn decimal points. You learn a lot of that stuff in middle school. And then you don't really touch on it again after. Like, you do calculus.
And it's never taught in, I don't feel like those things are even taught in the financial perspective, though, unless
it's not. It's not unless you have a teacher who does teach it. I teach it that way. Right. Because I know I teach in East Flatbush, Brooklyn. So my kids are coming from lower socioeconomic households. Financial literacy is not taught. So when I send homework home about stocks, my parents cuss me out all the time. I'm good. I'm okay with it. They're like, what is this? And they're like, and I'm like, well, ask your mom. And the kids come back like, well, my mom didn't know how to do it. I said, good. Now you know how to do it, teacher, because I don't have time to teach both of you because you're rude and your mother's probably crazy. So go ahead, go home and teach. Go ahead and teach her how to do it.
That's literally the responses you get.
Oh yeah. I'm in. When I say I worked in Harlem, I had crazy parents in Harlem. I work in East Flatbush now. I mean, I love my kids. Some of my parents are wacky. Some of them are great, but you know, that's people. So all in all, it's just like, it's taught at the wrong time. And then in high school, when I feel like there should be some kind of like civics or financial literacy aspect as soon as you're leaving high school. Because as soon as you leave high school, they have you sign a $100,000 debt, which makes no sense to me. Because they'll let you sign a $100,000 debt for a student loan, but they won't let you sign a $100,000 debt for a house, which makes no sense because the house payment will be cheaper.
Card or a secured loan or anything.
The house payment would be cheaper, to be honest.
Yeah.
But they make you do that. So I feel like like at the end of high school, and that's a goal of mine. I didn't want to say it out loud yet, but to be able to get some type of program into a school, especially in like the neighborhoods that I work in, to actually get that, like to get it, because at that point, kids either have jobs, but especially where I'm at, these kids get jobs at 16, 17, 18 years old. So now you're working, you don't understand what taxes are, you don't understand why they're taking stuff out your check, like even just the basic dynamics of how to open a bank account. When I taught in Harlem, I want to say it's maybe 4 years ago, that was a project, how to open a bank account. I really went to the bank and got applications and had the kids fill it out, like filling it out. I went to college, I had a roommate who didn't know how to fill out a bank form. And
Yeah.
there's nothing against her, but it's all about exposure.
Nobody teaches you.
You don't
Right?
teach that.
So your motivation has been the fact that you've seen people not know this, right? You've seen the
Facts.
lack of education and you go, hey, this is a void that I can fill as a teacher, right? That's why you want to do
Exactly.
it. So
And I've seen how it changed my life. Like learning it, I've seen how it's literally changed my life. Like how I've been able to use credit, find like responsibly and actually get into things that I want to get into. How I've been able to use it to change how my family is being structured. And I was joking about my uncles earlier, but there's 2 uncles I have that are like completely on board with everything I talk about, because they've been in rooms and they come back and they're like, Rashida is right, she on to something. So I got some uncles
you
that
have
are
that, you
there.
got that accent down, by the way. I love that accent. You have it working. I mean, so I want to be transparent with everybody listening. Again, I've been in the credit and loyalty space for a while, so for 10 years. And now I'm on the other side. I've created a loyalty program and a credit card that lets people pay their rent for free and earn points. But you can't do this unless you have good credit, unless you've taken care of your credit for a lifetime. And if you pay rent, like a lot of people probably in your demographic do, uh, from the places you teach and the places you live, you can do awesome things, but you can't take advantage of this unless you have good credit. So our mission is, how do we get people to be in better credit, and how do we get people to be more aware of credit? And we even report people's on-time rent payments to the credit bureau so that they build credit, because again, you can't take advantage of great things in life unless you have good credit. And we continue to struggle with, of all the things that we teach, and you're more familiar than anybody, but why is credit not a part of this? And how do we get it to be a part of it? And how do we get it to be something that people talk about as often as sports or video games or whatever they're interested in? Like, what do you think is that key to making people understand or get interested in credit? I mean, like, what's your hook, I guess? So when you come out and you do these contents, you do these things, is it the travel that you get from points? Is it the fact you're a teacher? Like, what hook can I use as a credit professional to get people interested in why it's important?
My aspect on it and how I look at it is that I love two-way financial relationships. And that's why I dislike debit cards and those credit cards that do nothing for you. Like, it has to be a two-way street. And sometimes I feel like the relationship in our mind that we feel with banks is that it's one-sided, when it
Yes,
should never be one-sided. It
but
should
it
never be
very often
one-sided.
is.
It's very often, but if they're gonna if it's gonna be, at least make it 45, 55. Like, it shouldn't be just 100 and 0. And a lot of times when it comes to it, it's because our misuse and abuse of credit, then the fear kicks in. And that's why I'm very heavy on budgeting. Like, I think I showed you a book earlier. I got another book. Like, I'm very
You got spiral notebooks
I'm
everywhere for what you
spiraled
need.
out. I'm
Yeah.
very heavy on budgeting, because if you can allocate the funds in the right place, then, matter of fact, hold on.
Anytime she goes off to find something, I know that I'm in trouble, or that she's got another spiral notebook where she's gonna teach me something I didn't know.
So my edition of Late Night Lives is called Night School. So there was a night school episode I was doing, and I'm literally just like showing, like, okay, you pay these bills, right? I'm gonna put the camera on reverse because
Yep.
it'll be easier to see.
Yeah,
All right.
please do.
So You guys pay these bills, right? You pay these bills. You pay rent. Say you make $4,000 a month, right? That's your income. You pay all these bills. You pay rent, car insurance, car payment, utilities, daycare, cell phone, gas for your car, groceries, miscellaneous, right? You pay these bills anyway. All of these things you're going to pay. Regardless, you make this, you go to work to pay bills. Now, if you want to start traveling or leveraging credit card points properly, if you know how to do it, then you'll allocate these funds to the specific credit cards because you made the money. Just as now is how you spend it. So now you got rent. If your rent is $1,000, you're lucky as hell. God bless you, right? You can pay that with a credit card. BILT. Credit card.
Bill.
Easy. New relationship. BILT. Where does that go? Points and partners. So now you got BILT, points, and partners. So now that's done. You paid your rent. Take the money, pay your car back off. BILT's paid off. Your car insurance, you might or might not be able to pay that with a credit card, depending, right? So you pay that in cash. Car payment, you might or might not be able to pay that with a card. So you pay that in cash. Utilities, you can pay with a credit card. Daycare, depending on who you can pay it with, card or cash. Your cell phone bill, you should definitely pay that with a credit card. Why? You get cell phone insurance already, depending on the card, Visa Signature, Elite, World MasterCard, World MasterCard Elite. It comes with credit card insurance. There's no reason you should be paying your cell phone bill with a debit card. That's goofy. On top of that, if you are not already paying cell phone insurance, you should stop because your credit card already pays it. So I just saved you money and you got points. Your gas for your car. There's no reason you're paying that in cash. That's goofy. Use the right credit card, you're getting 2, 3, 4, or 5x in points. So right there, if they charge you 10 cents more, great. You got your 5 points back. Groceries, no way you should be paying that in cash. No way. Credit card, 2, 3, 4 points. So all of these things, like if you miscellaneous, depending on what you're spending on, if you're eating out, you're buying clothes, you're hanging out with your friends, whatever it is, you should be doing that with a credit card. Depending on where you're spending it, 2, 3, 4 times in points, right? So all of these things you're spending anyway, but instead of getting nothing for it, you've at least allocated, let me see, 1,000, 1,600, 2,100, $2,100 in points, depending on how much you got from that per month. So if some of that got Forex, I'm gonna just say around $6,000 in points that you got for something you were gonna do anyway. So you're gonna spend $3,600 anyway, but it's not that you're gonna spend it, it's how you spent it. So this is why credit cards make sense.
I like the fact that you got this written out on a piece of paper.
I did.
Everybody else makes fancy graphics. Look, yeah. So again, for everybody tuning in, my name is Richard. I've been in the credit card and loyalty space for about a decade now. I've made a living off of teaching people how to travel the world on points and miles. But it starts with personal responsibility for personal finance, and that's something that is vastly undertaught in our education system, which is why I love what Rashida is doing here on Instagram. Is she's so heavy on the personal responsibility aspect and everything that's possible. And all right, Rashida 3, you ready for the tour here behind me? Right.
Yes.
So I'm in the Hyatt Centric here in Wall Street, and this is the Hyatt, and I redeemed BILT points, transfer over to Hyatt. And I'm in a suite because I have globalist status, and I redeemed that suite upgrade certificate. And when you have 710 feet of space in New York City for $190 a night, I feel like that's a pretty good deal, right? So if if you're paying rent, you can do that on a BILT card. But regardless, if you're spot on with your personal finance, you can sign up for a rewards earning credit card. Like, you can do amazing things. And I love the thing that Credit 3 is doing by making it very apparent to everybody that you got to be responsible with your personal finance. But once you're doing that, points and miles and credit cards are a wonderful thing, and you can make great things happen. So I'm gonna tune out, but Credit 3, love what you're doing. God bless the teachers in America. My sister's a teacher. You guys are doing God's work, and I cannot believe everything you put up with. But I'm just so respectful of everything you do. Love it, appreciate it. And again, personal finance is such an undertaught skill in the United States today, but if you do it right, the things that you can do with points and miles and credit cards are an amazing thing. And I'm really excited to work with Credit 3 going forward here at BILT Rewards. If you pay rent, she's going to tell you all about it. And beyond that, I'm going to go to bed because it's been a long day and I got a long day tomorrow. So thanks, Nita. I appreciate it.
No problem. Good night, Richard.
See ya.
Listen, y'all, I told y'all, we only bring the sauce over here. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Listen, it's all about the personal responsibility. If you messed up your credit, own your shit. I'm about to tell y'all, own y'all shit. Own y'all shit. Own it. Own it. And then we fix it. That's it. Own it, we fix it, we move forward. That's it. Own it, we fix it, we move forward. Let's go. I just showed y'all it's not how you spend your money, it's where you spend it. Where you spend your money. Where you spend what up, Papa Crenshaw? It's where you spend your money. So I've been telling y'all about products, and let's go on that BILT card for a second, because you have to own it. Let's be real. Just be 100%. Don't be in my live and be lying. All right. So go ahead, raise your hand if you pay rent. Raise your hand if you pay rent. Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand if you pay rent. I'll raise my hand. That's okay. You can mess it up. The thing is, though, you can mess up your credit as long as you understand that and then you work to fix it. But you can't mess it up and then hide it. Like, you can't mess it up and then tuck it under. You can't do that. You got to open the door and be like, yo, what up, bad credit? Wagwan. Let's be real. You pay rent? How much you paying rent? I'm being nosy now. How much you paying rent? What's up, Max? How much you paying rent? Yeah, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't pay. They're not gonna let you do that. You have to do something else for that. How much you paying rent? How much? I'm being nosy now. Just put 5K, 3K, 2K. How much you paying rent? I'm looking. This is me peeking in the chat. $2,800. All right, Mama Doba. $2,800. You paying rent? Do you pay a rent on like a platform? Do you pay with a check? How you pay your rent? 2,800. We going with 2,800. 2,800 going once, going once, going once, going once. That's it. 2,800. 2,800. 2,800. Can you pay, Mama Dover, can you pay that with a credit card? Or do you have to pay with a check? On a platform. So they'll allow you. 2,800. $2,800? That's it? $2,800? All right. So you got $2,800 in rent. You pay rent every month? I hope so. $2,800. All right. $2,800 times 12. Where's my calculator? And don't tell me I'm a math teacher. I should do the math in my head. It's summer. It's summer. And I'm double checking. 30. I was close. I said 3,200. $33,000 you pay in a year. Do you pay it with a debit card? Hey, it's Danny. That was fast. Do you pay with a debit card? John, you fast too. Do you pay with a debit card? Mama Dover, do you pay with a debit card? How do you pay it? What up, Megan? Megan, I loved my blanket, by the way. I snuggled with that sucker every night. Every night I snuggled with that thing. You couldn't tell me I wasn't wrapped in the loving kindness of Jesus Christ. Yo, Mama Dovo, it's okay. We own our shit here, so you could talk it. It's okay. You pay with a debit card? You pay with a debit card? You pay with a debit card? Okay. You pay with a debit card? Okay. So you pay with a debit card. You're gonna stop doing that. We're gonna get you right. Okay, so you pay with a debit card. You probably pay, honestly, they charge you to pay with a credit card, so you don't pay with your credit card. When all actuality, to be honest, is gonna be bad. Before I got the BILT card, I always use my credit card. You know why? Because I understand leverage. I'm like, I'm gonna pay it anyway, whatever. I'm gonna just suck that up, right? I suck up my fees, but that's just me, because I'm crazy. But I suck up my fees, okay? We got ices? We got mango? How you gonna say yes and not check the freezer? I did. You over here eating a Haagen-Dazs at 12:26 at night, and you better brush your teeth after. There's no ices. She only bought chocolate. Disrespectful. So we're here, right? $33,000. Now, let's remember these things. I talk about these data points, right? Credit card companies, these banks like to see data points. This is a double whammy. Hit a double whammy. You ready for the double whammy? You ready for the double? Yo, Mama Dova, you there? I'm talking to you. Mama Dova. Mama Dova. Mr. Mama Dova. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jamaica done got me saying E for no reason. E? I can't help it now. It's done. What's in this water? Crazy. All right, so here's a double whammy. Here's why it's important that you understand how to leverage credit properly, right? So, BILT card. You pay rent. This is rent. This is backwards. Yep, rent. Look ugly, but it's there. Bro. Rent. This is how much you pay in a year. Now, imagine if you could do two things. Imagine if with this rent, you could build credit and you could get a trade line. Not just one, but two. How does that make sense? What up, Amber? How does that make sense? Well, your rent. Now, say you fix your credit, you get the BILT card. That's a trade line. Credit card. Remember, your credit is made up of different components. Diversity. You got installment loans. You got revolving loans. We talked about it in night school when I had I erased it, but I had the whiteboard out. We talked about it in night school. You got revolving. You got installment. Guess what? Credit card, revolving. You got an installment loan. Then you also have it being used every month because you're paying your rent. I hope you're paying your rent. I hope you are paying your rent. Then, not only do you have that, now, instead of using rent reporters and paying them to do it, BILT will report your rent for you. Guess what that is? Revolving installment. 2 birds, 1 stone. Don't kill the bird, though. Don't kill the birds. Don't hold the birds. Don't kill the birds. Yimmy, I'm just saying. Does that make sense? 1 credit report, 2 trade lines. You did? Oh, you should have waited. But I'm happy you did. Turn up. You paying your rent anyway. And the reason why you don't use your credit cards is because they charge you a fee. They charge you a fee. That's why you don't use it. Like, oh my God, they're going to charge me a fee. I don't want to pay extra. So you don't use your credit card. Now, I'm going to tell y'all, like, really, I don't endorse every credit card. I'm going to tell y'all which ones is dumb and which ones is good. I told y'all which ones was dumb. I told y'all qualities of a bad credit card product. Like, basura. Like, horrible. Disgusting. Trash. Horrible. What? Bad. Don't do those. But you have to think about it. One, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this because I already know. Me and Jimmy already know. I got mad shade in my comments about the bill. Not even a card. I want to say it was in a card. They was shady about Wells Fargo. I don't care about Wells Fargo. I'm trying to go on vacation. I don't care. The only way banks make money off of you is if you pay interest. The only way banks make money off of you is if you pay interest. So understand your statement dates and not pay interest. Pay statements in full. Pay your statements in full and you don't pay interest. So if you feel a way about a bank, don't pay them interest. And to be honest, we already talked about this. Banks don't have to keep your money in the bank. So only 10% of your money is there. Only 10%. Every institution. So if you feel a way, every bank does it. That's my cover. Every bank. That's my wand. Every bank. I'm being honest. So if you pay your rent anyway, that's 33,000 miles that you are wasting out the door every single year. Imagine how long. And to be honest, that card, this program's only like a year and change old. It's a year and like 2 months. It's in its infancy. And to be honest, I'm gonna tell you again. When it comes to traveling, and I just came back from Jamaica, I was gone for a week. It was great. I spent $450 for 3 people for a week. You're not about to talk me out of traveling, please. I'm outside. I'm outside. 33,000 points. Now, depending on how you leverage that between different airlines. So I'm gonna tell you this. Let's go ahead. Chief Brooks, I'm with the conversation. So I hope that you are quick with the comments. So when I ask you, put it back in, type fast. Okay, so no shade, but some banks you don't. Okay, back. Now I want to say this. There are levels to banks. There are levels to banks. You got tier 1, tier 2s, tier 3s, tier 4s. Okay. I listed 10 tier 4s last night. If you go on the live yesterday, it's saved in there. Okay. It's in there. I listed 10 tier 4 banks. Tier 4 banks are the slummy banks. Like, they just, basura. Like, that's all I can say. They're just not it. It's just not it. BILT, B-I-L-T. So, just horrible. Just bleh. Not, no bueno, right? So, I listed those tier 4 banks, right? Then you have tier 3s. They're not as bad as tier 4s, but no. Then you have tier 2s. Tier 2s are your credit unions, and you have tier 1s. Tier 1s are your bigger national banks, okay? You got your national big banks, and you have your tier 2s, which are mostly credit unions. Credit unions like Navy Federal, PenFed, SECU, NIFCU, Nassau Credit Union, First Tech, PSCCU, KeyBank is not it. That's a regional bank. I can keep going. The list can keep going on. Credit unions. You keep going. Okay? I say First Tech, I did. In my head, there's more, right? You got all these credit unions. Now, credit unions are great. Credit unions, Capital One, unfortunately, is a tier 1 bank because they're national. However, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm going to put my money in a tier 4 bank. No, what's the point? Their products would do no service for me. It would do nothing for me. Let's be real. Like, and I was saying to Richard earlier, like, the financial relationship has to be a two-way street for me. If I'm giving them my money or my transaction, I should be getting something back. And that's my whole point. If you're going to pay rent anyway, at least get something back. If you're going to do it anyway. True is tier 2. But it's still good. Tier 2s and tier 1s are excellent. Let's stay in there. Truth is not national. It's technically regional because it's only in certain states. Home team, Carolina. Let's be real. If I have a question, if I'm gonna give you something, I should at least get something in back. When y'all come on the live, I give y'all something and y'all give me something back because you give me responses. If I came on here, I was dry, I will still talk to y'all because my goal. However, it wouldn't be as entertaining. It wouldn't be as informational because I wouldn't know what's going on in your brain. So you making that comment, no shade, you right. I don't put my money in all banks. I don't. You will never catch me you will never catch me putting my money in First Premier Bank. I must have tripped and fell down the hill of Mount Kilimanjaro and bumped my head on every rock down the way. I would never do that. Why? I'm not that desperate. I'm not. I'm educated. So I know that bank is not going to serve me anything. Their interest rates are horrible. Their credit products are horrible. The loan interest is horrible. Like, it's just not a good bank. It's a bank for people who they charge you so much interest because they want to make as much money off of you up front as possible because they give subprime loans and products. So I'm never putting my money there. Now, do other banks have bad practices? Absolutely. Let's be real. But I want to make sure, what up, Ben, that this is a financial two-way street. If I'm gonna give you something, I should get something back. Why do you think everybody loves Amex? Why do you think everybody loves American Express? Let's be real. Why do you think everybody loves American Express? Chief Brooks, why do you think everybody loves American Express? First tier bank, Chase, BOA, which BOA is trash, but Chase, BOA, Wells, Citi, Capital One, US Bank. Those are tier one. Why do you think everybody loves American Express? American Express is a generous giver. They charge you a shit ton. You do? It's okay. Put your hand right here and just go like this. You got a first member credit? You got a first member credit card? Go like this. Just shake your hand. American Express, God, they understand it. They're like, yo, people like high limits. They like points. They like miles. They have great, exactly. They have great, American Express has the greatest customer service, period, point blank. Their service is crazy. So why do you think everybody fiends to get a, first of all, y'all see my list of Amexes. They give you a lot for your why am I blanking on the word? They give you a lot for your service. They want your business. That's the word I'm looking for. They want your business. So they're going to give you a lot, and they do. They build all these relationships to get people to fiend to be in their card. The American Express is like the Ferrari of cards. Right? People want a Ferrari so they can go to the club. Because there's Ferrari invitational clubs only. You can only get in if you own a Ferrari. Amex like that too. That's why everybody like to flash out their platinum card, their gold card. They make the card so pretty. They could have made that shit ugly. They could have made that card look like a thumb, like a short, like an ugly toenail. Ain't nobody gonna want that. They know that people like pretty products that are exclusive. And there has to be a reason for it to be exclusive. Let's be real. Then they give you all these nice things, Centurion lounges, points transfer. They do all of these things for what? They want to attract the best, and then they make it that you can't just get the card if you got a 500. You got to have over a 700 credit score, and you got to be able to get in the door. And then you have to treat them right, because I already told y'all, American Express is nosy as hell. No, Jess, how old is the credit card? Don't do that. Wait, there's a lot of reasons why. How old is the credit card? If it's your oldest card, don't do that. If it's your oldest credit card, don't do that. If it's your oldest credit card, do not do that. Yo, what is in this water? I swear my water be tainted with like liquor or something, but I swear it's only water. What up, Ecom? If it has a baby limit and it's your oldest card, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do not. I repeat, do not close that credit card. You're going to kill your age and your credit score is going to drop. I'm like, oh my God, my credit score dropped. Is it a secure credit card? And what's the baby limit? Like, how baby is it? How baby is the limit? How baby is the limit? How baby is the limit? Is the limit like newborn, toddler? What's after toddler? I forgot. The ones that walk around and throw stuff. Oh, how long you had that credit card? How long you had the credit card? And just right, you have to write quicker than this, because I ask rapid fire questions. You have to, Capital One, all right, listen, my relationship with adolescent is definitely past that age. You are, what? How you go from toddler? How do I go from toddler to adolescent? You skipped a whole age there. Like, what? Yo, don't be abusive in here. Infant, I said newborn, infant, toddler. Terrible tools. Prepubescent, I can never say that word. Just right, we waiting on your answer. All right, I'm gonna answer that question while we waiting on your response because you take a little bit too long to type. You need to speed this up. I told you, it's rapid fire, so you need to get quick with the thumbs or the fingers. I think it's the thumbs. I'm assuming you want an iPhone or you want a BlackBerry. You want a BlackBerry? I said infant before toddler. You went straight to adolescent. Who goes from toddler to adolescent? That's a lie. That's a skip. I honestly like the 5-year-old age. They're appreciative. They're fun and appreciative, and they sleep heavy. I didn't see the answer. It went fast. You got to type it again. All right. What's a good credit card for beginners that are looking to start building credit? That's a great question. Depends on where you're getting started. So you have to retype it. I said this. You got to be quick. If I don't see it while it's there and it's gone, it's gone. That's your fault. That's not my fault. That's not my fault. We sitting here waiting for you to type. And you'll be here typing in slow motion. Like, what is this? You should have been used to this. 333 and 122. Come on. 111 222 57778. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I had T9 too. You gotta be fast. That's where LOL came from. It's too long to write laugh out loud. And for all the kids who didn't know that, that's where it came from, because it was too long to write all these things out long with T9. Okay, now back to it. What's a good credit card to start with beginners? Now, it depends on where you at. My practice is to start with a secure loan and credit card. I'm going to go against my own habit or practice and say that a Discover card is a great card to start with, mainly because I started with Capital One, but Discover is not bad because Discover will increase your limits faster than Capital One will. Honestly, Capital One's a little stingy. However, Discover will increase your limits. So I would start there on the personal side with a secure loan. That's what I would do. I know I told you I don't have a Discover card, but I told y'all why I don't have a Discover card, and it's technically Jamie Foxx's fault. I told y'all that. Think I'm joking? I don't need a Discover card now. I'll get one later, maybe. I'll think about it. 43 laws. 43 laws. How many laws you got? I thought it was 50 laws. Oh, it's 48 laws of power. All right, so I hope I answered your question. Beautiful soul. I thought it was 43. Should you opt out of LexisNexis? Is there a reason you need to opt out of LexisNexis? Is there a reason? Am I yelling? I drink some water. Cool down. Is this water? I don't know. Is it water? I don't know. Am I yelling? I think you should pull up your I think you should go and find your LexisNexis report. Are you and Jimmy? See, they said I wasn't yelling. I think you should pull up your, okay, so here's the thing, right? When you're opting out of these credit reporting agencies, right? These secondaries, these primaries, whatever. Go and look at what your LexisNexis report is and see what's being reported by LexisNexis. And that will determine if you need to opt out. I hope that answered your question. You might not need to opt out of LexisNexis. A lot of people do it as a part of the process. And you should, but you should know why you're opting out. Like, what's on your LexisNexis report? Because you have all of them secondary reporting agencies have a credit report on you. Did you see it? Go find out what it is. And don't sit here and tell me, oh, they said I can't have it. If you take that as an answer, you soft. You soft. What? Where is the thing there? Yeah, I told you no. Thank you very much. I really take drinking my water very seriously. Very seriously. Like, stay thirsty, my friends. One down. One more to go. Leilani, what's in the water bottle? First of all, I had so much sorrow in Jamaica. Lovely, lovely time. All right, so that's what I wanted to actually tell you about, though. All right, hold on. One more question. Good. TransUnion is your problem? That's interesting. That's interesting. Did 43 laws of power tell me I'm crazy when he short 3 laws? That's crazy. That's crazy. I got the 46, you got 43, and I'm crazy. That's crazy. Where'd it go? You pulled it back? Prestige? I'm just letting y'all know, like, this is my goal is to get you better. Is to get you better at credit. So look, I think I had you on my live before. I don't remember. I think it was Auto Prestige, and I think you got kicked out. It's not 40. It's 48. I couldn't read it upside down. Which technically 8 is the same number upside down.
Y'all talk about this credit game, man. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all talk about Amex, Sky Miles. I'm going anywhere I want to go. Apple Card. Hey, don't play, man. Look, hey, she's a 3. I love you because you've been doing your thing for a long. I've been following you for a long time. Look, green card.
Yo, cover your joint.
Don't play. Gold card.
That's a good car right there. Let me say something. Wait, before you
That's a great car.
Wait.
All right, I'm sorry. So
I wanna help y'all, Amex lovers, right? I wanna help y'all fix something, okay? Cause where's my wallet?
And Sheeta, you know what I love about Amex? I don't want to give up too much game, but Amex, once you get in with Amex, it's a soft pull, right? So you can get in the game. You know, you can get multiple Amex cards.
Time out. Hold on.
I ain't gonna say too much.
No. Hold on. Introduce yourself real quick, cause they wallet.
Look, my name's Aubrey, and I'm Prestige Rentals. I got multiple businesses. I got a tour business, Prestige Rentals.
How many cars you got again? I forgot. You told me before.
I got 8. I got 8 right now, and I'm debating. I might get 1 this week. So
you have mostly economy or like
So I got an SUV. I think SUVs are doing real good right now. I think I'm gonna get another 7-passenger SUV. I got mostly economy cars. I think I'm gonna do another SUV though.
What area are you in?
I'm in Ohio.
Ohio got 8 cars.
Ohio got 8 cars.
To be honest, that actually makes sense. Listen, Amex is a beautiful thing, and this is why I honestly want to talk about the cars, because you can leverage credit into different industries as long as you're leveraging it responsibly. Oh, you got all the see-through. That's not him. What up, Lava G?
So you got.
How did you get your cars? How did you get your cars?
So I do multiple plays. Like some of my cars I did cash. I finance most of my finance 0 down. I don't pay anything down. Some of my cash cars I just put them on the credit card. And then the crazy thing is last year I was buying cars for like 75, $8,000, put them on the credit card, boom, cash them out. But now the car game is so crazy now with the inflation, you can't do that now. Like they want the cars I was paying $7,500 for. They want like $13,000 now. So it's crazy.
So you how long you been doing Turo?
About 1.5 years.
And you would say your market is more economy?
My market is I thought my market was economy, but when I put that SUV, my SUV is doing crazy right now. Like my Jeep Wrangler is doing numbers. Like that's like my top car right now.
So you got 8 cars, mostly economy. You leverage credit to get into that. And you're learning as well. You're also this is the part I wanted to actually get to. Now, this is not planned. I don't plan my lives at all. I don't. Yo, y'all need to behave. Stop putting your card numbers on the screen.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm tripping.
Have you been drinking water?
Yes, I'm drinking water.
That's not water. That's not water.
It's water.
That's not water. That's not water. Leilani,
It's not water?
He's not drinking water. I am drinking water. I don't know what kind of shit you drinking. So look, I just wanted to point this out because I know he does rental cars. I spoke to him previously. I know he does rental cars, and I know he did it in Ohio, right? And if you honestly think about it, if you think there's an industry that you can't get into because of credit, all you're doing is stopping yourself. Put your car down.
No number on that one.
No, put it down. You done burnt it. We done seen it. Everybody's buying dinner on you now. DoorDash to the house. But what I just said.
I'm
He
done.
worse than my worst kids. So
yo, leverage other people's money, not yours.
But I wanted to just say this though. He did his research. He got his cars. He's also evolving with the cars. Because notice he said, I thought my market was more for economy, but I'm learning that my SUVs are doing better. So once my next car it's not going to be an economy, it's going to be an SUV. Now that might determine what he does with the rest of his cars. I don't know what he's thinking in his mind, but that could determine if he trades his other cars in, sells them, and trades them for SUVs and has an all SUV fleet. Let's be real.
You caught that. That's what I'm doing. Like, I'm trading the cars I came in the game with. I'm trading those out for, like, a lot of people want 7-seater cars, so I'm trading those out for maybe a Yukon or like a Wagoneer, Jeep Wagoneer, or something with 7 seats. So yeah, definitely.
Market research. So
exactly.
when it comes down to it, right? He's crazy. He's crazy as a bat. But when it comes down to it, honestly, it's all about shooting your shot, right? Trying Absolutely. It, seeing what works. But you had to leverage good credit to do that. You had to leverage good credit to do that. So that's why I talk about all things credit. I appreciate you, Mr. Prestige Reynolds.
Yes,
Congratulations.
Sir. Yes, ma'am.
We look forward to seeing your car journey as well.
Yes, sir. So y'all leverage your personal credit and tap into your business credit. Because once you got your personal credit aligned, you got your personal profile, your credit profile where it should be. Tap into business credit, and you know, sky's the limit. So yeah, I'm out. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, Sheeta. I love everything you're doing. I follow you. I love you. I'll be tapping in with you. Keep doing your thing.
I will, man. We want to see y'all. Make sure when you get your new car, let me know. Let me see it.
All right, we'll do.
All right.
Peace.
Yo, credit gangsters. What kind of gangbang are you? What you from that? What you from the 700? 700? Because I'm a 760. You know? You know I got from? Remember Brianna? You know? What she said? That was you know. I don't know what she was going about. I have no idea. Y'all are messy. Y'all are messy. The official James McKnight. I ain't gonna lie. I thought that said Brian. And if he could sing, you would feel like an ass. Because if he popped out with the Drew Hill Tell Me, you would have felt like an ass. And y'all know that's my shit. Don't let me go to a Drew Hill concert. Jimmy already know. Don't let me go to a Drew Hill. Don't let me. To be honest, matter of fact, I'm gonna call up American Express Concierge and ask them to find me a damn Drew Hill concert. That's what the hell I'm gonna do. I swear so. Leilani. So, rebook it. You only get one more rebook because you're acting up. So, is the Bank of America unsecured credit card good? Unsecured is always good. Living debt-free and beyond. That is a very good question. Why does your credit score drop when you pay something off? So, actually, I have a reel where I describe that. I'm going to tag you in it, but I'm also going to explain it. But I'm going to tag you in it. Because I definitely have a reel where I explain that. And I'm going to tag you in it. So your credit score drops because your score just became younger. Your score just became younger. What's your here we go. What's your thing again? At living debt free and beyond. And who just asked that? Mama Doba, Mr. Mama Doba, Mr. Mama Doba. Mammdova. I don't know. Mammodva. All right, I just tagged y'all. Okay, so your credit is gonna drop because your age just dropped. So that's like when you essentially you had a this is not the Playboy robe. This is my UGG robe. This is designer. Okay, this is designer. You see this? This is a hug robe. Okay, it hug you tight. It hug you nice. This is a hug robe. Hug. Thank you very much. So now your credit score will drop. I'm gonna tell you what happens. A lot of the times this happens. People, the first line of credit, and this is why even the conversation I was having with Richard earlier is important. People, the first account they get after high school is a student loan. So now when you pay that, and then you don't get another credit card for a couple of years because you don't understand credit at all, like you're scared. So your oldest card is a student loan. And then you get a credit card at like 24, 23, right? Now, say you're responsible and you paid off your student loan. You're 30 years old. Your credit report was 12 years old because of your student loan. But now your credit report went from 12 years to you opening the card at 24 to 6 years. You just killed your age because you closed the account. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard because you should pay off your debt. But if you pay off the debt, it hurts your account. That's why the first account you should have is a credit card. And it should be your parents, your aunts, your uncles, a person who has good credit who's not going to close the card. Your first account should be your credit card because you don't never close a credit card. So the credit card will keep your age. Writing it down, making it into a reel. Don't steal my shit. Don't steal my shit. I sing most of it. I sing a lot of shit. You'll see it in the reel. All right, so no, fix your credit while you do that. Don't do that. Fix your credit while you do that. By the time you're ready. So you paid my car off thinking you was gonna do something. No, because you just closed that age. But see, the thing is, though, there's a difference between paying your card off and your score dropping and getting a late payment and your score dropping. That's two different things. No, get that collection off your report. You're wildin'. How is student colognes? How is your student colognes? Student colognes. How is your student loans? Well, how is your student? All right, gangsta, wagwan, yo. 800. How are your student loans and collections? You need to call them. That's disrespectful. We still in forbearance. We're still in forbearance. You're wilding. You're wilding. Oh, you heard that, right? See that? See that? I'm a singer. I'm telling y'all, yo, my past life, I was probably a part of like the Supremes or something. Telling y'all, I was in the Supremes back in the day. Back in the day. It's been 4 months. I don't know what didn't change. I have to actually see reports. Like sometimes I can tell y'all information, but I have to actually see your report to see like what is wrong. But nah, in all actuality, you would need to go to sleep. In all actuality, you would need to actually check and see your score. Like, how can I say this? Like, when you're building out your report, your first cards that you should be rebuilding your report with are credit cards. With me, she out here walking, feeding a doll at 1 o'clock at night, and I'm the one y'all asking what's wrong with me, what's wrong with her? And take her ass to sleep. Right? Nah, that person sleep. They disrespectful. But so come up put water on them right when they sleep and they're gonna be vexed. Vex. Noodle, they said good night. They said take your ass to sleep. So, like I said, if I were you, that's what I would do. That's if I were you. I will also, and I'm gonna keep harping this. All right. Yes, I have a lot of credit cards. I do. I'm also very responsible. I don't have late payments. And if I do have a late payment, I know how to remove it. But I don't have late payments. All my bills on auto pay. All of them. All of them. Not some of them. All of them. Why? It's yo, LBC Lakers. I haven't seen you in a while. Cute affiliate. Haven't seen you in a while. But nah, in all seriousness, and I'm being serious. Auto pay is amazing. To be honest, if you have a credit card, you should have your bill on auto pay for $1 over the minimum, because you do not want to be known to the credit card company as the person who pays the minimum balance all the time. I just wanted you to know that I know you've been going, and I just said, I haven't seen your name. I noticed these things. But like I said, auto pay for $1 more than the minimum. Do not be known to that credit card company as a person who pays the minimum balance. Don't do it. Don't be that guy. $1 over the minimum. $1 over. Minimum $30, $31 on auto pay. Okay? Never late. Okay? Never late. Which credit card graduates you can use to repay your credit? Navy Federal, that card graduates. A lot of these credit union banks, their credit card products graduate to unsecured. Capital One graduates, Discover graduates. I would either go Discover or credit union, to be honest, in my opinion. But it's 1 o'clock. Damn, I've been up for like, Jesus, 22 hours, 20 hours. I'm excited. I'm actually super excited that Richard came on here and talked to y'all today, because he's very passionate about, and this is why I said, like, it's really not, I got to look at the product itself and what is happening and how you can leverage it to help you. Like, how can I make this work for me? And that's how I always look at stuff like, yo, how can I make this work for me? If it can't work for me, then it's not going to work. But if I can make this relationship work for me, then it's beneficial. And if it's beneficial to me, then it can be beneficial to them. But it's always, I'm a selfish person, to be honest. I'm a selfish person. Most times when I'm super selfless, I'm also selfish, because if I help, and Zig Ziglar is a person that I read about a lot, If I help enough people get what they want, by default, I will also get what I want. So I can be selfless as hell and be selfish at the same time. Because if I help enough people travel or leverage their credit card points properly, if I help enough people build out their credit profiles properly, if I help enough people actually leverage their credit properly or teach them about credit properly, if I help enough students learn math in a financial aspect properly, by default, not only is it altruistic for me, by default, more people are going to come to me for that same service. Like, let's be real. If you're good at your job, or your skill, you'll never, ever be out of business. And that's why it's going to be bad. I don't, we're not going to type on this too much tonight, but that's why I preach heavy with kids on learning a skill and learning how to focus. Because if you could focus on it, you could be good at anything. But let's be real, like, finance is lacking. So I'm the most selfless person you ever meet. Because the more I grow, the more people around me grow. Because I'm not selfish with information. I've sat here and ran y'all through plays that I paid money for. I sat here on a live for 4 hours and gave y'all a master class. And then I forced my friends to come on here and give y'all gems too. Now, some people went back and watched the live, shared it. Some people actually said, you know what? I want more hands-on with Sheeta 3. I'm gonna take her course. Some people did that. Some people say, you know what? I'm going to actually take my education serious. I'm going to start investing in myself. And the more I realize that I'm worth the investment, the more I do it all the time. I invest in myself all the time. Like, I sit down, I'm like, I can't even sit down and think about how much I spent. Like, I invested in myself because I know wholeheartedly that I'm getting 1% better every day. Mr. Benzo, Wagwan, appreciate you tapping in. Share, like, subscribe. No. How do you do that on Instagram? That's interesting. But in all, that's the facts. So if you can actually learn something from me and learn something here, then you'll probably mention me in a room that I'm not in. And I'm hearing it a lot. Like, somebody dad told me, like, yo, I was at this event and, like, I heard 5 people mention you. And I'm like, they were like, yo, I thought she'd be here. And I go, nah, she at this event. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. Thanks. That's a blessing. Because that means I'm doing something right. You know what I mean? So, all in all, I want to teach y'all how to. I don't do that. Michael Smith, I don't do that. Book an appointment, but I don't do those. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't. No bueno. Book an appointment, Mr. Michael Smith, 7039. Look in my bio. If you DM me the word help, it'll get sent to you. So I think you should DM me the word help. But like I say a lot of times, to be blessed is to be a blessing. So if I help enough people learn the aspect of it, I've seen how credit and understanding business has changed the lives of friends, people around me. I've seen it. I've watched it. I've been around it. I've experienced it. I'm experiencing it. And I'm just like, yo, this is not like, what? This should be more popular than when alcohol was popping with the Ciroc and the Bel Air. This is more popular than when LeBron made his announcement to South Beach. What do you mean? Like, this is great. This is great. This is amazing. So I want to teach y'all as much as I can about credit. And if I can help a couple of y'all take some trips for free, that'd be great. For my students in the academy, my goal with them, they don't even fully know it yet, but it's written down. And they have their goals, but I know I have my goals for them. So I just honestly, when I come on the live, I want to share some gems. If I'm having an event, I'm going to tell you about it. Like when I had a travel hacking challenge with Ben, anybody who was in that challenge was amazing. That challenge was amazing. Amazing. That challenge was amazing. Like, it was so much fun and such an eye-opener for those who didn't even realize it. And I actually became a guinea pig. I became a guinea pig because of something that I was going through the challenge. And that challenge was so fun. And I'm going to tell you why, and then we're going to get to these affirmations. That challenge was so fun because I know, well, the recording is there. So if you actually get the VIP, yes, I do. If you get the VIP, you get the recording. Like you'll get enrolled into where the recording is saved. But that challenge was so much fun that even people who are semi sort of familiar with, see, the travel hacking VIP was fired. Even people who are semi sort of familiar with credit card points and miles, and even though I'm very familiar, anytime Ben talks about it, I get super amazed. Anytime I start dropping thoughts, he's always writing notes. And it's like, when the more you hear something, the more you realize it's not a game. And the more you hear it, it starts to process in your brain, and then it starts to actually register on what you are actually doing, if that makes sense. So like for me, I intensify myself. I immerse myself in something that I'm doing. So if I talk about credit, I'm listening to a podcast on credit. I'm reading a book on credit. I'm watching something on credit. I'm listening to this on credit. I'm taking notes. I have it playing all the time. Honestly, I probably have like 7 or 8 different courses that I took on credit, and then the 7 or 8 different books. I'm in every clubhouse room. I'm immersing myself in credit. I'm talking to lawyers. I'm immersing myself in it, right? Because the more I am into it, the more I am learning about it, the more I understand it, the more I can help my clients, the more I can talk about it, the more that I get versed in it and I can explain it, because it's all an explanation. If I tell you something and you don't understand it, I didn't say nothing to you. But if I could teach you something and you can understand it, then now I made a difference. Because then if you can explain it to somebody else, then guess what? You learned it. And that's how I know when somebody learns something. Anytime my students can re-explain the problem, because I let them, I'm like, oh, you got it? They're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, go teach it. And I go like this, here, take the chalk. Here, take the chalk. Here, take the chalk. Take the chalk. I'm like, yo, catch the chalk. Take the chalk. And if they can go and explain it, they got it. If they can't explain it, we're doing it again. Because when you can re-teach something, you can explain it. It don't matter if everybody can understand the explanation, but you can explain why you did what you did. So if you take a step with your credit, or you ask a question on why should I do this, why should I do that? Well, let's be real. If you're doing installment versus revolving, you need to have both in your report. What up, JB? So I would say a combination of both. Self-education. So, like, for example, I learned a lot, and I tell this story all the time. So when I have a credit repair company, right? When I do credit repair, or if I help somebody with their credit, I say a couple of things. The first thing I tell you is that I don't like to put people on, like, how should I say, like, you paying it for months and years at a time. No. I know a lot of companies who do that. I don't do that personally, because before I was educated on credit and understanding it 7 years ago now, I paid somebody and they had me on auto payment for like 2 years. And then when I helped somebody with their credit, I got that same thing off in like 3 months. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, that wasn't even a problem. That was an error on the hospital's fault. And when I called the schools to rectify it, they fixed it. So what was I really paying them for? Nothing. Then I learned about credit and I realized why my score was the way it was. My utilization was stupid, mainly because I didn't know when to pay my credit card. Once I learned that, it was over. And then I started helping people with their credit. I started fixing credit. I started doing all types of stuff. And then now it's like, okay, bet I got the time to do it, because I had the patience and the skill and the will to learn it. Do I feel like everybody should know how to fix a credit report A to Z? Yeah. Do I feel like everybody has the time to do that? No. Do I think you should understand your report? Absolutely. You should understand the components of your credit report at all times. At no point in time should you not know why your report or why your score looks the way it does. I also feel like the neglect we have as far as credit is concerned is that we don't like to look at it. We're like, oh my God, it's scary. It's going to bite us in the face. Ah. That's the problem. You're scared of something that's paper. Unless somebody about to kill you with 1,000 paper cuts, you shouldn't be scared of your credit. You should check it out. Look and see what it says. Look and see what it says. And that's the problem. You got to dust that sucker off. So when it comes down to it, if you are going to do credit, or if you're going to actually dive into this world, I think you should understand what it is. Now, on this live, I talk about 5 things. I talk about 5 things on this live. I talk about credit. I talk entrepreneurship. I talk my shit because I'm from New York, and that's what I do. I talk travel hacks because it's amazing, and I feel like everybody should travel. I think you should travel more. And 5, I talk positivity. Shut up. No, what are fresh kicks? That to y'all. So, I think those are the 5 things. I talk positivity. So, with that being said, go ahead and put the word affirmations in the chat. Comment the word affirmations in the chat. Comment the word affirmations in the chat. Comment the word affirmations in the chat. What up, Brando? It's kind of late for you. And we're going to go ahead and get started on these affirmations. Now, if you comment the word affirmations, the affirmations, well, do I have a degree? I have 2. I have 3. No, I'm joking. Do I have 3? Technically, I do have 3 because I have an extra 30 set of hours because I was going for a pay upgrade with the school, so I went and got extra credit. But yeah, I got my bachelor's and I got my master's. Has nothing to do with what I do now, though. It just makes me look good. It makes me look good. But look, Brock of ages. So, Brock of ages. Brock. So, that's my gift from me to you. Affirmations. So, if you comment the word affirmations, it's going to get sent to you like a gift. Boom, real fast. Real fast. You were stalking my page? That's crazy. Thanks. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get these affirmations popping. If you don't know what they are and you comment the word affirmations, it'll get sent to you. So for most of y'all who just commented affirmations, it got sent to you. So you're welcome. Okay, that's my gift from me to you. I have sometimes give out gifts on live, and that's one of them. All right, so listen, y'all. We're going to say these affirmations, and I'm going to bed because it's 1 o'clock. Y'all got me up late. This live, y'all got me up late. Y'all got me up acting up late. So let's go ahead and say these affirmations. So we're going to say these suckers 9 times. So for me, I say my affirmations 3 times in the morning, 9 times. Leilani, it's late. I say my affirmations 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and 9 times at night. Why do I do that? I'm about to pass out. Why do I do that? 1, I say it 18 times a day. And it's all in higher day progresses. So in the morning, I do it to keep me up. In the afternoon, I do it to keep my spirits going. At night, I do it to close out the day. So we're going to go ahead and say these affirmations 9 times. And y'all going to say it with me. All right? Y'all going to say this with me. So if you actually DM me, you'll get it. If you DM me, you'll get these affirmations. We about to say it right now. All right? So put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Number 1, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I'm blessed. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number one. We are number two. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise every day and in every way. I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet every day. Money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number two. We are number three. Number three. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise every day and in every way. I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number three. We are number four. Let's go. My phone on the charger. There we go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise every day and in every way. I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I operate on a high level. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number four. We are number five. Let's go. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise every day and in every way. I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. Let's go. That's number. Wait a minute. We are number six. Thank you, Leilani. You almost threw me up with the numbers. We are number six. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number six. We are number seven. Let's go. We going to number nine. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise every day and in every way. I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I'm loved and appreciated. I'm blessed and highly favored. I'm focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. That's number 7. We on number 8. Let's go. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, I am getting better and better. I am a money magnet. Every day, money flows to me easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. I am loved and appreciated. I am blessed and highly favored. I am focused and I execute on high levels. I finish everything that I start. Today is a great day, and I expect great things to happen to and for me. All right, so we on the last one. We on number 9. All right. Now on our last affirmation, we turn all of our I am statements into we are statements. All of our I am statements into we are statements. So we are healthy, wealthy, and wise. Every day and in every way, we are getting better and better and better and better and better and better and better. We are money magnets. Every day, money flows to us easily, frequently, abundantly, and in ever increasing amounts. We are loved and appreciated. We are blessed and highly favored. We are loved and we are loved and appreciated. We are blessed and highly favored. We are focused and we execute on high levels. We finish everything that we start. Today is an amazing day, and we expect amazing things to happen to and for us. It is so. Amen. So listen, y'all. I appreciate y'all for hopping on the live with me. I truly do. Amen. And so it is. Amen. I truly do appreciate y'all for hopping on live with me. I appreciate it every day and every way because we're getting better and better. All right. I appreciate y'all for hopping on the live. If you were asking about the travel hacking challenge, if you get the VIP, you get access to the recording. So if you want to go back and watch it, you can do that. Okay. That challenge was mad fun for those who are in those who took it, they thoroughly enjoyed it. So if you're trying to learn about that and learn how we leverage points and miles, and get into that space, that's definitely something, good credit, great perks. Let's go. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all for hopping on the live. Another day. Another live. Yo, Sheeta 3 is out of here in 5, 4, Sheeta 3, 2. Y'all have a blessed, beautiful, wonderful night, y'all. Good night. One son.